you a little update here. These are the blight resistant tomatoes that I decided to germinate using the damp kitchen towel method. Well, so those was planted or sown on the 11th, today's the 24th, and so looking inside there's little or very little movement on there. These haven't been allowed to dry out at all. They've been in a heated propagator, thermostat control between 22 and 18 centigrade. So if this had been one packet of seeds, I could have put it down it was a faulty pack, but these are 3 different seeds from 3 different seed companies. So I think what I'm going to be doing is actually transferring these seeds into a normal pot mixture with soil and see if they ever go from there. We're just approaching 8 o'clock in the morning on what appears to be going to be a lovely day. So having a quick look on the coal frame, you can see the evening temperatures are still quite cold. As you can see there, the bed's all weeded now. What I'll do is add a bit of nitrogen feed on there, some 6X chicken pellets. By adding the nitrogen feed now, this will bulk up the leaf growth, and in turn this will increase the bulb size during the summer. Going to be sowing some beetroot, and this variety is a favourite called Bolt Hardy. I'll be sowing this in just a normal multi-purpose, although this is seed and cutting compost on here. You can actually sow beetroot direct in the ground from probably mid-March, end of March onwards, but I like to do it in modules in case there's any misfires or anything. I'll just tap that down there. Dab a little hole about 1/2 inch deep, 12 millimeters. Quick look at the seed. You can see that there is a quad course. Each one of these will produce 2 or 3 plants together. I'll just add one in each cell, and then once they've germinated up about 2 or 3 inches, I'll plant them out directly into the beds, about 4 inches apart. And you can then start picking them as little baby beets, or let them go on a bit longer for a full mature plant. Towards the late end of 2018, you might have saw me planting some sweet peas. Well, these are germinated now, and they ended up into the coal frame. I'm doing quite well. I haven't nipped the tops out on those, and they'll be going out into the borders. As a trial, what I thought I'd do now is sow the same peas again. I'll split the batch so the peas are equal, and it'll be interesting to see how long these take to catch up, and if they're any better or worse for not overwintering. So I'll just pop a seed in each one of these. I don't know if they've got enough seeds there. 4 seeds in each cell, and once they've germinated, they'll be going out alongside the ones from last year. This here is the very first plant I can ever remember sowing as a kid, and it's watercress. Since I've had my allotment, I've never ever grown watercress at all, so I thought for a change I might as well do something. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be starting it off in this tray. This tray has got no holes in, and that doesn't really matter because watercress naturally is a bog plant. So I'm just going to top this up here with, well, not top it up, about halfway, half fill it with this compost. These are some of the sievings I've had. I've put them in a bag. So when I full, I'm just going to tamp it down. Before I sow the seeds, I'll just give the soil a good damping. Put a few seeds in there, and I don't know whether you can see, but it's microscopic. Whatever you do, don't ever sneeze on there because there'll be none left. So what we're doing now is just sprinkle this as liberally as we can over the seed tray. All that's left now is to give it a covering with soil. Surprisingly, how tiny the seeds is, the actual instructions say to cover this with 12mm or half an inch deep soil, which seems quite a lot really. The seeds are seen is microscopic. Just give it a light tamp down there just to make sure that the seed's definitely in contact, although I think it should be. It's amazing how the stuff creeps up behind you, and I was just looking at these dahlias here, and they seem to have grown tremendously in the last few days. So I think it's about time now we started potting on. What I'm going to do is put these into 2.5 inch pots probably, I think they are. I'll pot each one individually. They'll end up in the coal frame then, and they'll just be then left to develop until we plant them out into the beds. So this is just a normal multi-purpose compost. Wedge a hole in with your finger. Hopefully these will come out reasonably easy. Yeah, decent root ball on. Just pop him in there. The compost's actually moist, so I doubt if I'll water them. I'll just carry on, finish these and get back to you. That's the first 20 potted up into the blue tray. These will be going out now into the cow frame on the allotment. Not so much with these, but once you start potting up, it's really important that you do label everything, especially with the brassicas, because they will get mixed up easily. Cow frame's starting to fill up now. I do often wonder how I managed all this time without one. It was while I was watering these in the cow frame that I realised them more or less at the peak now for planting out. I did make the mistake last year of leaving them too long, and it started splitting in these cell trays, which resulted in a poor crop. So although the beds are not quite ready yet, I'm going to actually put these in the area allocated for the shallots, and I can sort the rest out later. Just take a look now at what the bed is. This has been covered since probably October-ish, November. As you can see, not a weed in sight, lovely fresh soil. So I'll be popping them straight in there. It ain't until you actually fetch these out of the cells you see that. Look at the root ball on that, it's absolutely root bound actually. So the sooner they get these in the bed the better. I think I've caught them just in time. The soil's moist, now I need to water them in. Got 19 bulbs in altogether, so that's enough for me this year. I think what I'll do is give them a bit of 6x chicken pellets, chicken manure, and then give them a watering. When we come to the close of the day, and it's been glorious all day. Just going to finish off now with my first sowing of the gutter peas. Usual method to what most people do in the gutter. The only difference I think I do use end stops on there, and I also have holes in the bottom. I never really have any issues getting them out with the roots or anything, but most people do say similar method. Now, what I do first, I'm using this some of the compost here. If you're interested in this, with Bloom and Grow, it's a fantastic compost, well worth having a look at. Real fine, and just straight away straight into the trough. I do use a tamping board. purely just to flatten it off, otherwise the peas all congregate into the middle of the gutter. So that's that done. The variety I'm growing this year is Hearst Green Shaft. It's the only one I'm doing. I'm not doing Calvin Wonder at all. These, as usual, I get from my local market. £1.95 a pint, I think it is. So I've got 2 pints here, and there, if you can see in the bag, the quality is quite good there. So I'm going to start sowing these now. Just liberally broadcast them. Grab a handful. So all that's left now to do is just to top the peas off, compost, and then we'll tamp it level and get a good watering into the greenhouse, hopefully to germinate. So that's them a good soaking. I'll just do the other one, then I'll put them into the greenhouse down the bottom of the allotment and let them get on with it. I'm still in the process of cleaning my allotment greenhouse out, so a very kind gesture from my mate on the plot, Dave, has let me put the peas in his greenhouse. He's still not got anything in there yet except for his onion sets, which I'm just setting root. The cosmos are about ready now for potting on. And this will be the last pot on I'll do before they actually go out in the borders. So I'm just using these around about 3-inch pots, multi-purpose compost here. Just fill the pot up, give it a tap to get any air out. Just put a hole in with my finger and just grab a plant, drop him in, squeeze the compost down, join the rest in the watering tray. I managed to pot 20 cosmos on in the end, and these have found a place in the coal frame, and I think they'll come on quite well now. Once that sun goes down, the temperature really drops, and I had to pop inside for some reinforcements. That's about it for this one. Thanks very much for watching. I've noticed there's quite a few new subscribers on the channel now, so welcome to the channel. Thank you very much and all for your comments, and if you haven't watched and you haven't subscribed, hit that button down there, the red button, and don't forget to do the bell icon and all, so every time there's a new upload you'll know about it straight away. That's about it for this one. As I said, still got loads of stuff to do. Potatoes are just ready to go in, the brassicas are screaming out to be potted on. All that will be coming very, very soon, because I need to get a lot of work done in the next few days, providing the weather plays ball. That's it. See you later. Bye for now.